talking about game design, you bad people.
I I don't know.
Okay, when me and my friends first joined this server, we all thought that like Wizard and Reaper were the best two classes, just to be just destroyed by Trapper and Echo and all
Oh
that.
yeah.
We were all
Yeah.
not players.
Well, the leap from like destroying what's Wizard to destroying what Trapper and Echo is like a fucking like chasm.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Well, yeah, because for the longest time you would join and you would be destroyed by Reaper because Pug.
That's true.
But I do think the meta developed in such a way where it wasn't even cause like Viral and Pi, but also like what Trapper and Echo brought to the table was so beyond what anyone would normally do. Like it was so crazy that like they to this day still like are doing things that I didn't even know you could do, really.
Mm.
Like, not only could I not do it, I didn't even know it was really possible. Like, I knew some things were kind of possible.
Right.
Like, that's a fucking conversation for another day. How do you balance a game around people who play literally better than you can? And then tell you that they can play better than you know.
And
You're,
I mean, for me, I like Dual TNT because of the like humongous skill ceiling it has.
yeah. The biggest validation I've ever been given with Dual TMT is finding out that Sparky and Slab and Pi are, like, good gamers. Like, that was actually one of the craziest things playing with Sparky. I was like, okay, Sparky's like, okay, I like Dual TNT. And then I played him at Rogues and I was like, wait, this man is good at video games. Like, even when I was playing Pi in Red Match, she did things in Red Match, a game that I thought you literally could not experiment in, that I had never seen before. With like this like one tool. Like she found the one movement thing in the game and she was insane at it. And I was like, oh, this
Huh.
explains the last like 2 years of pain. I suddenly understand. She just makes everyone suffer. Like, and that is one of the things I love about the game. There is something validating about finding out that your game actually does have that skill ceiling. Because,
Uh,
like, you're
like,
good.
hmm.
You're okay, Virus.
Only game I got really good at was like Tetris, and I got into the competitive community for a little. People are scary.
Dude, people who are good at fucking video games are horrifying. Like, I don't... Like, I am not a good gamer. And the truth is, one of the reasons, like, everyone says, like, oh, Tristan's, like, so good at his games. And then, suddenly, everyone learns to beat him. That's not true. Like, that's complete bullshit. Don't believe the propaganda. The truth is, people who are actually good at video games show up to their server and discover my games. It's like, one of the problems I've had is, like, people are breaking my game. Like, I have people in my server who break my games before they're like even fucking finished, bro. Like they find issues like so quickly because they're just gamers. Like Pai's a great example. Like she just breaks things. Like literally Pi, Sparky, and Slab are like my favorite, least favorite people to play with. Like because they will make you cry at your own game. Like how like Slab uses walls and stuff. Like I did not have to explain the mechanic to him. I did not have to teach him the nuances in how where I thought the best walls were, like I do with a lot of people. No, he was just going stupid and finding crazy shit like instantly, and my favorite Sparky story, since like Sparky has like the worst one. Like he did something that like I will like haunt me in my dreams to this day. I was playing him in Rogues 2, like in a very early version, and he was playing Wilhelm. And you know how Wilhelm has the like berries where if you eat it, like you get punished, right? Like you heal,
Yeah.
but you get punished. So I was like, I was such a good game designer. I was like, so you have this healing item, but people can see you and hear you. So if you eat them, you get punished. So you have to have safe spaces or when your interaction to heal. I'm so smart. I'm so good at game design. Here's what this bitch did. I had never seen anything like this in my game before. He ran under the point. He ran under a point on island and started eating the berries. So I jumped down to punish him. He had started eating it to play the sound effect and then pulled out his sword and punished me when I came around the corner. I was so fucking shocked. He had played that class for like 5 minutes. He hadn't even played like a full match of that class yet. I was like, you know, I think some people are just born diff. Like you can't teach. There are things that you just cannot teach in this world. Ugh. That still haunts me to this day. It's like, as soon as you think you understand part of your game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's so many things like that.
Dang.
Ugh. So many things like that. Oh yeah, speaking of Sparky, he was the person who discovered... I was like, jump pads. Oh, a movement tool.
Right.
And Sparky's like, jump pads will make you move. I didn't know. No, he does. He lost to tournament. No, he lost to tournament today. Getting tossed into the air with a jump pad. But Sparky invented that. Like, that was supposed to be like, that was just Pluto's movement tool. I never thought someone would throw it on the point so you couldn't be on it. Because who would do that? Psychopaths would do that. Oh god, it was just... The list goes on. It just... I'm trying to think of some of my favorite examples of people just doing really silly shit with, like, items. There's been so many. Oh, yeah, one of the things that was discovered about Track Bomb, as you guys know, is like, oh, I very naively thought Track Bomb would be a mid-range pressure tool. And immediately somebody used it in front of my face and spiked me into the void, and I was like, oh, I suddenly realized, and that stayed in the game. You know what makes me so happy? The people over at Riot Games who have infinite money and funds said they still discover, like, people doing shit that they didn't expect.
You want with the S tier build.
Wow.
Nice.
Have any of you played Valorant?
No.
Yes, once, and then I went away from it.
Oh.
I peeked
Well, there's a
down
character in it called Omen. This is one of my favorite examples of like this in a professional game. There's a character called Omen that can teleport. So basically, you click on a spot, and then you can be moving, but like you have like a half a second where you're moving, and then you teleport to that location. So you can kind of juke out people. It's like a psychological tool and a movement tool.